Gamers of Reddit, which gaming community is the nicest of all? Hashtag not Rust. The Rust community is hilariously toxic. That's one of the things that drew me to get it. Almost 200 hours later. Kerbal Space Program. Seriously. Some people post the most mind-boggling insane shit all the time. However, every time a beginner posts super basic stuff, everyone cheers and encourages them and gives tons of advice. I love it. I mean, imagine posting in a FPS community just made my first kill. With a screenshot. I'm not sure the response would be the same, lol. Yeah. When I told them how my first satellite got shot out of the sky by my second satellite, they didn't make fun of my incompetence but told me how astronomically unlucky I had to be to hit something like that without trying. Also, they said some prayers for Deep Space Jebediah, who I'm pretty sure would take a year of real-world time to get back to Kerbin on his current trajectory. Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley have an absolutely wonderful community. Everyone seems so nice, creative and supportive. The only toxic thing I saw was that somebody made a mod which whitewashed the game by race swapping Demetrius, one of the only two people of color in the game. The community responded with a mod which replaced everyone and everything with Demetrius. https://www.reddit.com/r/stardew_valley/comments/4a1ec9/someone_made_and/. I didn't know that. Haha, that response is freaking awesome. The FromSoft game communities are all amazing: Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, etc. Can't really be mad at the community if you're mad at yourself for not dodging and being too greedy. Haha, definitely. There's really a sense of we're all in this together cause those games are so damn hard. The Tetris community. I mean, you can't be toxic if your enemies are line pieces. Laughs in Tetris 99. If someone says League of Legends, it is the biggest lie in the universe. The thing is, early days of League were really chill. And almost no one was toxic. Now it's just 10 years old screaming and streamers acting out for views. I'd quote Reagan you are, but I always remember you being toxic AF even from season 2 lol. Final Fantasy XIV has been one of the most friendly and supportive communities I've been a part of, in-game, but definitely not on Reddit. I think having a platform like Reddit to vent negativity is what keeps people so cordial in-game. Google Dinosaur. The dude I play with is always an asshole. Stop playing with yourself. If the community is small, tends to be friendly and nice. I remember when League wasn't so toxic, people had fun with the game. Now it's just 10 years old screaming and streamers acting out for views. This is normal for large communities. The larger it gets, the more people are in it, the bigger the chance to have toxic people. /r/patient game as if it counts. Really cool community for those of us who don't mind waiting. It's great to talk about games that are however many years old. r/low-end gaming too. Monster Hunter World tends to be a bit divided. On one end, you have such nice and sweet people who love to help other hunters and newcomers. Then you have condescending veterans who tend to belittle players and the game itself because they don't think it's as hard as previous titles. From my experiences, people tend to be nicer in the game than the Reddit community, but it's not horrible. Overall, I think Capcom's good handling of the game and communication fosters positive player interactions. I love meeting people in MHW. I've found that MHW has an amazing community indeed. Everyone is mostly just quiet, maybe a thumbs up at the end of the hunt, and move on with your lives. I love it. Man, it's crazy how utter silence is preferable to human interaction within gaming. I get it completely, trust me, but it's just a weird thought I had because of your post. Okay, so hear me out. While EVE Online has toxicity, it is the only community I have ever been a part of that literally takes care of their own. No matter what side you are on. I have been around for countless, seemingly unknown people passing away, and the whole game takes a break from all wars to mourn their death. When tragic things occur to anyone in the game, the community jumps right back in to get on their feet again. We all fight all day long, but at the end of the day we are a family. EVE is honestly a great community. There's lots of HTFU, but the vast majority of harsh comments is just banter. Mario community is relatively relaxing and tender. Single player games usually are. Unless eat a Mario Party. My friend Blue shelled me on Mario Kart and I didn't speak to her for a week. Mario Kart is intense. Any MOBA game where teamwork is required. Lol, just kidding. An MMORPG called Tibia. I don't play it anymore, haven't for years, but I really enjoyed my time chatting there. Made friends from Poland, Germany, America, Spain, Sweden, Finland, and Portugal. Some I still have contact with. Smile. I haven't heard about Tibia in years. You're right, they're cool. Subnautica has such a nice player base. It's never people complaining about the game, it's always good jokes and interesting bases. Scrolled a bit and didn't see it listed, so the Terraria community. My personal favorite is the Destiny community, but I see plenty of toxicity there. Have never seen anything toxic in the Terraria community, they're awesome. Destiny, in my opinion, is more of a mixed bag. I've found it depends on which area of the game you're in, PvP, or PvP. People really like bitching about overpowered loadouts when they can be on the receiving end of it. Single player communities. No one ever tries to one-up my score in 2048 endless mode, or beat my time in Lin. I find the Warframe community really nice to be around. There are a few elitists, but those are easy to avoid. Most high-level players are friendly and helpful. Edit, from the amount of upvotes I am getting, I guess the Warframe players have seen my post lol. Elitists on the Warframe community are really rare, since if you are caught as being one, you are effectively shunned by the entire community, and that's just on the region chat. They exist more as the idol and grinders in most cases. But yes, in a squad of 4 players. When there is someone being an elitist, the other 3 just stand in unison against him. Public chat is a very good example, also the people that flame for bringing some frame to a suboptimal fight. Like Sarin to survival cause he can't pick up life support because enemies die too far away XD. Kerbal Space Program. Go to its subreddit, and you'll see posts about the tiniest accomplishments, AMD 1,000 more experienced players congratulating them and giving advice. People are so nice there. Of the games I play, I'd say the Destiny 1 community. Destiny 2 has become a lot more widespread and became toxic, as all big communities do. Destiny 1 however, almost everyone I met in that game was the nicest they could be. It's such a wholesome lovely game. Yeah, the D2 community has fallen a dad. The Eververse stuff doesn't help, but even considering that it gets pretty ridiculous. The D1 community though was very awesome. Just a shame I wasn't able to play nearly as much as I wanted to during its life. The Warframe community is in my opinion the best community out there. Almost everyone is nice, people actually actively help each other, and almost no one is toxic. Clearly you haven't put up with the Tridol and elitists lol, but yes, in general, the players are nice to each other. We'll definitely rip the devs to shreds when they repeatedly fuck up and refuse to actually listen to the greater community, as has been par for the course over the last 2 years. Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster is really a good place with good people. Also The Sims is quite cool to be in. r/Planet Zoo r/Planet Coaster r/The Sims. PC for me has a 6-month cycle. Get bored, think hey I'll play some PC. I know, I'll go to r/Planet Coaster and get some inspiration. Fuck, all you guys things are amazing, fuck, damn I'll never make anything so good, now I am depressed. Quit the game before it's even loaded. I actually understand that. My coasters looked bad at first. It's just a lot of practice and getting to know the controls. I usually used real reference to create a park, not as original, but fun to build. RimWorld has a pretty nice community. They just take all of their sociopathy out on their colonists. Took a while but found a RimWorld mention lol, haven't seen Stellaris mentioned yet though, but both are good communities so far. I mean when your game allows you to eat entire species and commit wholesale genocide there's not much frustration left. GW2 has a great community emo. Oh yeah man. It has been a couple of years since I played it, but I surely have a good story of meeting a good friend through GW2. It is actually one of the few MMO that feels alive compared to other MMOs. The Dwarf Fortress community. /r/Dwarf Fortress here on Reddit. We may be cruel, heartless, tyrannical maniacs to our dwarves, but we're friendly to each other. We're all united by our hatred of elves. Elite Dangerous, check out Fuel Rats. They are live players, assisting people anywhere in the galaxy who have run out of fuel. And when the galaxy is an actual huge place, which can take many weeks/months to traverse, you realize just how well thought of these guys are. On top of Fuel Rats, most people are good and want to spread how to play the game with newer players. I'm glad I found someone mention it. It can be rough sometimes, the end of Salem's story coming to my mind first. Or the negativity about patches and updates, which I totally understand tbh. But instead of dropping the game many players volunteered to beta test. They care for the game. As you mentioned there are the Fuel Rats. Then you got the Hull Seals. All the third-party sites and clients, Inara, EDSM, EDDB, Canon, Sakai, etc. adding another level to the game and working perfectly. I remember starting and looking up so much things that were well explained by the community. If not for them I wouldn't play the game anymore. And there are stories like the rescue at Planet Wilson a few years ago, or Fuel Rat's team effort to help the pilot far beyond Beagle Point. Expeditions like Distant Worlds. The organized supply runs when Colonia was first discovered. Or the good parts, Children of Raxxla, of Salem's story. I sometimes hate myself for not finding the game earlier and knowing these stories only by reading about them. Club Penguin Community. 100%. They've been through quite a lot and still managed to remain friendly and cool to everyone they talk to. New people are never a problem and they're always willing to help them out. I started playing some of the Club Penguin reboots and I met a ton of nice people that didn't want anything from the game but good experiences. The only trolls and toxic players I've found there have been new people doing nano raids on the game. I would have to say The Sims as well. Super supportive community. The Sims is a two-edged sword. On one hand we are all there for each other helping out with different skills and on the other hand we are also shitting hard on EA with their stupid bet stuff packs and overpriced underperforming Sims 4 games. I think we'd all like to take a few steps back and play the third or second in better quality again. Frown. Sometimes even the Sims community can be toxic. On Twitter there is a lot of heat and drama over our favorite game. Animal Crossing. Absolutely. Animal Crossing fans being happy about the delay for the new game because it gives the employees a healthier work life pretty much sums up the community. Where do you find these fans? Only interaction with them I've had is the same as every other fandom. Where's X game, X equal when, say psych right now, why isn't this X instead? You're talking about Y instead announcing X, you want a root don't you? Factorio, this comment must grow.